Hello. Welcome to JPNN here on Thursday, November 4th, 2021. We got a lot of stuff out. Forza 5 is playable. Lost Ark just went into beta. Call of Duty comes out tomorrow. We got some gaming news. We got some reviews of all of that stuff. Shin Megami Tensei reviews. We got it all here on JPNN. So let's get going. Let us start with the Elden Ring gameplay preview was pushed out there. If you want to watch us react to it live, we did so in trailer time. Game is looking great. I will say it once again. I'll be playing the I'll be playing the game for 72 hours tonight, or over the next 72 hours, and then we'll be talking about it and maybe even showing it to you guys in the coming days. So look forward to that. Let's go into our reviews here. We've got a review thread for Forza. And we've got a review thread for Shin Megami Tensei V. If you've seen our Daily Demons, you know that we're somewhat interested in that game. Ooh, I think I just saw a Forza box maybe thinking about getting dropped off there. Is it just a robot? Could be there. Let's jump into that Shin Megami Tensei V review thread. Currently with 15 reviews. The score is, I don't know if that was picked up, 87. Let's read some headlines. It also just looked like I was cranking it, so that's funny. Where do we begin? Digital trends, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Shin Megami Tensei V is yet another gem for the Nintendo Switch that every JRPG fan needs to check out. GamePure gives it a 9 out of 10. I have now spent over 50 hours playing Shin Megami Tensei V, a game that I adore, but also one with a few faults. This RPG on the Nintendo Switch will bind you in its tangled story web of angels versus demons, of power struggles to see who would take the throne of God. But the web is marred by some unfortunate navigation and technical issues. Just like the ones our producers were having up until this point. Thank you, Crucio. Hardcore Gamer gives it a 4 out of 5. Shin Megami Tensei V is one of the best RPGs of 2021. IGN given it 8 out of 10. Shin Megami 5's excellent JRPG combat and deeply rewarding customization shine bright, even when it sometimes feels like Persona without the heart. It's kind of a bummer. Worth playing says 9 out of 10. Shin Megami Tensei V is pretty much the sequel that fans have been waiting for. There are a few potentially controversial decisions, such as the emphasis on an open world area instead of the franchise classic dungeons, but they ended up working it out in the end. The gameplay was fun from start to finish, and the 40-hour runtime seemed to fly by thanks to excellent pacing. If you like Nocturne but wish it were more modern, SMT 5 is the game you've been waiting for. Cool. We might be doing a sponsored stream for that coming up, so I will definitely at least check it out. And we also have more Daily Demons for it, so that's all in the future. The other big game that comes out tomorrow, we'll be playing this later today on stream, is of course Forza 5. We've got with, how many reviews are in here? Let's just say there's a fuck ton. Holy shit. There's like 40 reviews, maybe 30 reviews. It is currently sitting at a 92. A 92 on OpenCritic. A 91 on Metacritic for the Xbox Series X. People have said this game is phenomenal. Let's read some headlines here. I know IGN gave it a 10 out of 10, which is rare for them to do. Forza Horizon 5 is the result of a racing studio at the peak of its craft and the best open world racing game available. God is a geek, 10 out of 10. Forza 5 is a visual spectacle and a masterpiece, providing plenty to do and tons of fun to be had around every corner. Games Radar gives it a 5 out of 5. Forza Horizon 5 is a stunning and beautifully crafted entry in the series that's full of memorable races, creativity, and fantastic additions. So where are the bad reviews for this game? Everything is like 10 out of 10. Here we go. Game Informer, 9.5 out of 10. With fine-tuned gameplay and undeniable, gorgeous world brimming with fun activities and some fun content creation tools, Forza Horizon 5 elevates the series' already sterling reputation. Can't believe they would give it a 9.5 out of 10. These fucking journalists, who do they think they are? God damn it. Unbelievable. Game Revolution gives it a 9.5 out of 10. Unacceptable. Forza Horizon 5 is the best Forza yet, and not only that, but also it makes a strong case for being the best racing game, period. Wow. A joyous combo of arcade racing and simulation level depth, all wrapped up in a beautiful bow thanks to its diverse, expansive Mexico setting. That is an unmissable iteration in what is arguably gaming's most consistent franchise series. Wow, that guy really, I guess, maybe. That's a bold statement, though. GameSpot, 9 out of 10. Forza Horizon 5 continues the upward trend of the franchise, providing an open world racing experience that stands unrivaled. PC Gamer gives it a 90 out of 100. Playground's singular series gets a lush new setting, but otherwise remains committed to tuning an already winnable formula. Winning formula, rather. But even a marginal improvement on the best racing series around is worth celebrating. Let's see if there's anyone else here. EGM. Now we're kind of getting towards the lower scores. EGM gives it an 8 out of 10. Forza Horizon 5 delivers everything that made the last game enjoyable on a map that's more fun to drive, with a lot more visual diversity. While the changes and additions are largely incremental, especially when it comes to the core gameplay experience, what here is good enough to warrant a recommendation for the fans of the series or racing enthusiasts who've been meaning to try it out. And videogamer.com. Is that really they give it an 8 out of 10. It may well be more of the same, but Mexico beckons, ravishing the eye and devouring up the miles. So it seems like it's a pretty good game. I've played probably 30, 45 minutes over the past week. And I will say the opening of that game, at least on my 4K OLED at 120 hertz, I was running the PC version of the game in 4K with everything on ultra. And I was getting like 70 FPS, 80 FPS. Kind of wild. Ran very well. Totally Real Review, not sponsored.com. Yes. Yeah, correct. Because they don't sponsor reviews. You fucking moron. What else do we got in the news world? Let's go to this. Avengers. Once again in the news, someone in the chat said that this would be announced today because they said so in the Discord. And so here it is. The Claw Raid and Spider-Man are finally being released on November 30th. Let's take a look at what they put into this thing. It's the Claw Raid. Teamwork, communication, tactics. You want to assemble the best 4-player squad for this one. Following the events of the War for Wakanda expansion, the Sonic monster Claw has returned to the Vibranium Mound with seething determination to destroy Wakanda. This is where you finish him off for good and claim the highest end gear, but he's so not going down without a fight. But like, what is... I don't even know if I want to like do that. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Spider-Man and the With Great Power Hero event. The iconic web slinger Spider-Man will come exclusively to PlayStation players in the November 30th update, along with the Spider-Man with Great Power Hero event. You'll experience Spider-Man's story through unlockable challenges woven throughout the Avengers initiative. Here's a quick taste of his journey in Marvel's Avengers. Peter Parker uncovers AIM's new plan to acquire technology that can make the Synthoid army unstoppable and total domination inevitable. He must partner with the Avengers to stop this looming threat and forms a tentative friendship with Miss Marvel and Black Widow while keeping his identity hidden. Huh. That's only on PlayStation, by the way. That was known like 2.5 years ago. Or whenever they announced this. When did this game come out? 2 years? Holy shit, I think it is 2 years. So we're getting a power level increase, 150 to 175. There's a new feature called the shipment feature. Oh, it's loot boxes. But they're used, you can get them with the in-game currency that you earn by doing stuff. Since there's a small chance of the shipment obtaining a premium outfit unavailable via any other means of acquisition, but luck isn't required to get the outfit, you'll automatically receive it after claiming 100 shipments. We'll talk more about shipments in the coming weeks. What the fuck? That seems like a gigantic grind. Ah, they're going with the Iron Man 2 suit. Everyone's favorite. These are the new costumes, I think. What the fuck? Ollie. Jesus Christ. I'm right here. I'm right here. Huh. It's like the Avengers initiative thing. Yeah, they're kind of boring costumes. They just can't win with the costumes in a lot of ways. But hey, hopefully that raid is good, and the people that are still playing that game have a good time. That's all I hope for. Because the rest of the internet's already written it off, and it's becoming it's the dead horse that everyone pokes every once in a while. That's kind of where that game's at. Devolver Digital has acquired Dodge Roll, the company that makes Enter the Gungeon, Nariel, the company that makes Reigns and Card Shark, I don't know what that is, and Firefly Studios, the company that makes the Stronghold series. Awesome. They also went live on the London Stock Exchange, and it's currently valued at 950 million. That seems kind of low. Let's see. GameIndustry.biz has the story. The company stock went live at 8 a.m. this morning. Devolver's raised 261 million around its admission to AIM, valuing the company at 950 million, in line with the initial reports of the publisher's IPO plans earlier this year. This makes it the largest ever US-based company by market capitalization to be admitted to the London Stock Exchange, and the second largest company ever to trade on AIM. I wonder why they went to the London Stock Exchange. It's $950 million. It's 694 pounds. 694 million. Is Devolver an English company? I didn't think they were at all, but I'm clueless apparently. London does have more months in the year, though, so they are a little weird. Oh, GameIndustry.biz has also learned that Sony Interactive Entertainment will be making a 5% investment in the company. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Good for them. Congratulations. What else do we got in the news? Kind of a slower news day. Most of the news was in the trailers. Riot Games is bringing League of Legends, Valorant, and more to the Epic Game Store. This comes from the epicgames.com blog post. But I think it just downloads the Riot launcher. Yeah. Downloading any of the free-to-play games will install the new Riot client with direct access to those titles. So it's essentially just another step. Established players will be able to sign into their new existing accounts and use their existing friends list. The new Riot client began rolling out worldwide earlier this month to players. Wait, what is the new Riot client? Is that it right there? Yeah, it's just marketing. It's that? Okay. Yeah, because I have this, but all this does is loads the League of Legends client, and then it just crashes on me. So now I can go to Epic, load the Epic store, then from Epic, launch the Riot launcher, and then from the Riot launcher, launch the League launcher, and then my computer can lock up when I'm trying to play the fucking game. Exciting. Into it. I guess if I played more games than just League, it would make sense. I mean, it's just like the BattleNet launcher, to be honest. Launchers, though. Big. What else do we got here? NVIDIA DLSS is coming to Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. It's cool. Good for them. Nintendo has announced a year-on-year drop in sales and profit for H1, but still considers them high, according to twininfinite.com. What are the actual numbers? The operating profit and sales dropped year on year, respectively 18.9 and 23.5%, which I guess that makes sense because a year ago, Animal Crossing New Horizons was coming out. So, or I guess that was 2020. When did New Horizons launch? Did that launch at the beginning of 2021 or the end of 2020? That was 2020. That was March. Okay. So that was right at the start of the pandemic. Got it. Makes sense. We covered Marvel's Midnight Suns being delayed. Shovel Knight Dig has been delayed to 2022. The Arcane Jinx skin is going to Fortnite for those folks that are interested in that. Oh, we didn't watch the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Accolades trailer. Yeah, it's probably got DMCA music. Solasta Crown of the Magister Primal Calling DLC is out now, as well as the updates for the game, if you want to grab that. And I think that's majority of the news for the day. We'll go into some key chat alerts if you guys have anything you want us to cover in the chat. One last bit of news, not necessarily video games proper, more streaming news. DJ Wheat, longtime friend and industry veteran, at least in the streaming world, announced today that he's been working for Twitch for 10 years. And come January of 2022, he's done. He's leaving. And cites hanging out with his family and taking a break as the reasons. So, yeah. He's out of here. He's got a full-on Twitter thread if you wish to read it. Kind of talks about the industry at large and kind of his steps through it, his time in it. He's been in there for quite some time. So yeah. I don't think he'll be able to stay away from it though. He'll definitely stick around. He'll be in it somehow. Whether it's creating content or doing something at some company. Yeah, he'll always be Twitch adjacent in my eyes. Now he sees the writing on the wall. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but Twitch is not going anywhere and will probably continue to make a lot of money and be very successful. They're not going YouTube's not going to come out with something and they're just going to end. They're just going to die. Also, I don't want to shock you too much here, but if you want to start getting into the stuff, the nitty gritty, that whole boosted thing that they announced, that's going to make them a lot more money than you think it will. And it will probably be wildly successful, unfortunately. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a good product, but yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Chat, you guys got any news for a little bit of some key chat alerts? Let's see if the thing works today. Here we go. Anything? Do we got anything here? Going once. Intel CPU. Oh my God, they are? Oh my God, hold on. I didn't realize the Intel CPU reviews are out. Let's go to everyone's favorite. I can't wait till people start telling me how much they've sucked Gaming Nexus's dick today. But we're not going there. We're going to go to somewhere else. Let's go to Tom's Hardware. So wait. Tom's Hardware says they're good. The title is Intel Core i9 and Core i5 review, retaking the gaming crown. I need those benchmarks. Where are those motherfucking benchmarks? I just updated my fucking PC. Are you fucking kidding me? Unbelievable. All right, here we go. Please note that our current testing of 1440p was limited to 3 of 7 games. This directly impacts the overall geometric mean, since the untested games generally ran at lower FPS. Time constraints as well as the lack of CPU scaling influenced our decision to limit to 1440p testing at the time. Wow. Chat, they're 14 FPS more than AMD. Oh my God, this one is 8 FPS more than AMD. This one right here is so fast. What the fuck? How expensive are the CPUs are $600, but how expensive are the new motherboards? They're gonna be pretty pricey. Oh, right here. What is this? Good Lord. DDR5 is just crushing it. The Ryzen crushed in that. Huh. Somebody told DDR is easier to find. Yeah, could do. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Let's go to their final thoughts, because that's the best thing to do. Here we go. Oh my God, this is a long fucking review. What the hell? Wait, did Twitch just like die? I guess chat died. Some fucky's going on. Barry broke chat. Yeah, Chow Yun resubbed like 5 times in a row. Looks like everything's good again now, though. So wait, are the... Chat didn't answer me. Are the motherboards expensive? I think they probably are. Very expensive? $500? Okay. That's not... I mean... I guess for a motherboard, that's pretty expensive. There were some other key chat alerts. They might have gotten spammed off now, though. We talked about that. Zelsis Total War Warhammer 3 comes out on the 17th month on the 2nd. Some weird European bullshit. But yeah. It's also going to be on Game Pass, so look forward to that. Oh, and New World gave us a little bit of a blog update. Let's see if the blog update has any bugs. Let's read this. From 17 hours ago. That's the end credits. Since launch, team has been working hard together, investigating. Blah, 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 blah. It's important to us that everyone have the opportunity to choose which server they're playing on. By the time you're reading this, character transfers will have been re-enabled, and most players should be able to move the characters. If you have questions about transfers, look on your feedback. Okay. All right. Okay. We apologize for disabling the player traded economy. Players found a coin/item dupe bug, where players trading and were exploited. When players trading and we were exploiting it, exploiting it heavily, they will be penalized for that behavior. We took immediate steps to mitigate the long-term economic impact by disabling trades in the short term. We were addressing the root cause. Okay. In efforts to mitigate this issue, we inadvertently introduced a new issue that enabled coin duplication via territory upgrades. Good Lord. Oh, here we go. There was a recent bug in the New World that drove some speculation on how simulation works. The bug was addressed quickly, but both speculation and the bug deserve some clarity and explanation. To be very clear, New World is not client authoritative from a simulation standpoint. New World is entirely server-based. At a high level, the model is this. Clients dispatch controller inputs to the server. The server then checks that inputs for limits that might invalidate it. Then, if accepted, uses it as an input to a character, actor in our eternal name, within server memory. Physics and game rules are then run entirely server-side, and the outcome is sent back to the original client. Clients will then draw the outcome determined by the server. Okay. Let me just scan through this without having to read it all. We did have a bug in which, given certain circumstances, we were waiting server-side on input from a client before processing through to outcomes, combined with an internal weapon effect that allows for brief invulnerability. This created a simulation. I can't fucking read. This created a situation where players could reach an invulnerable state and prolong it by making the client unresponsive, even though the client has no say in the damage. Both damage the player creates and damage taken by the player are computed server-side based on the results of a physics simulation plus game rules. This is a particularly bad bug given our server-based simulation, and we apologize for that. We corrected the bug in the code the same day we learned about it, then tested to make sure nothing unintended came out of those changes, and published the fix immediately after that. But wait, can't you still do it? Oh, you can't? Okay. How does luck work? We discovered a bug where crouching could have produced the healing effect, and if on sacred ground, you could increase the healing effect by crouching. There's been a mitigation implemented during Thursday server maintenance, and we will have a permanent fix in an upcoming patch. Jesus Christ. Well, hey, at least they're trying. You know, in some ways, I feel bad for them. But, yeah. There's been a lot of issues. Chat, going once. Any other JPNN updates from the chat, aka key chat alerts? Let me know in the chat. Going twice. Sold. All right. That's going to do it for JPNM. Hope you guys enjoyed your time here. Hope you guys have a great week of gaming. We will be back tomorrow for the final JPNN of the day. If you do want to watch me and Jesse, we'll be on tomorrow night covering the live letter from the producer. I think that starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. I should probably figure that out. It's up on jpedia.net if you want to look it up. Look it out. And then we'll also do JPNN tomorrow, and then the clip show on Saturday. So make sure you go over to r/GameStreamFails and get your little upvotes going or downvotes going. Let's see those clips. Let's get them going. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching here on Twitch, the stream's not going anywhere. I'm just wrapping up this video. We're going to play some Forza 5, I think with Strippin and a couple other folks. So stick around. There's more to come. We'll see you in just a bit. Thanks for watching today's JPNN. Subscribe, like, all that stuff. We're out of here. Bye-bye.